Hello and welcome. This is the welcome video for Chemistry 100 and 100 Lab online at University of Hawaii Maui College. I'm your instructor, Mike Ferguson. The purpose of this video is to orient you to the class and show you how to do the class. So what I have pulled up here is LaLima. If you are an old student, you notice that LaLima has changed. If you're a new student, this is your new experience for it. But either way, you sign into LaLima and you come to the website for the class. This is Chemistry 100, Chemistry and Society. And click to the Resources tab, and I'm going to go over the syllabus here. So you see the Resource tab, 100 online syllabus, and so this is that syllabus right here. So, this is the lab. Oops, I'll get the lab in a second. Here is the lecture syllabus. So, this is me. I'm Mike Ferguson. I'm at Ikelea, room 138. That's my office. My phone number is there. My email is there. My office hours are listed there. That is my Skype. If you are not able to get to Maui College and you want to get a hold of me, Skype's another way. And here is a website. So I will go over the website in a second. Textbooks here. So Chemistry for Changing Times. This is a pretty inexpensive book. It's not the latest edition. It's an earlier edition. Truth of the matter is any edition will do. You can get in if you. This one's pretty inexpensive. It's on the order of $20 for the ebook or I mean the PDF or the printed version. You might be able to find an even cheaper one. It's fine. Anything's fine for the course. So just going through SLOs, grading. Okay, so here are the assessments. So you have 3 midterms and a final, and you can take the test whenever you want, but as long as they're done before May the 4th. I remember that because it's a Star Wars holiday. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Get your stuff done by then. So May the 4th be with you, and have your midterms exams done by then, and the final is then due the following week. I recommend you get the final done before that if you can, because the testing center gets crowded during the final, like really, really crowded. So please, I mean, if you can't wait until then, that's fine, but it's just easier for the people in the testing center too. Okay, so with the testing centers, so if you see here, I'm going to click on the link, and here it moves you to the testing centers here. So on Maui, here they are at Maui, and wherever you're at, whatever other island you are at, you can find them there as well. So if you are on Molokai, that's where you find it on Molokai. If you're Lanai, I guess Molokai, sorry, Molokai, Lanai, here you go. This is where you find them. And you have to let me know which testing center you want to go to so I can let them know. You can't just show up. I have some forms I need to fill out. They're really easy to fill out, but it's not difficult for me at all. So, okay, back to the syllabus. Oh, that's the online syllabus. Oh, that's the lab syllabus. Oh, it keeps on appearing. Okay, so test there. Okay, so midterm 1 is mods 1 through 4. What's a mod? Well, if you go to the course website, and that link is right here. So if you go to the website, you click any of these. I'll even reload the page here. So this is what is blank. Don't follow this Chem100 lab link. That's an old lab kit. We have a new one, but right here is mod 1. So here is the lectures right there, and link to the quiz. These questions here are what I use as a test bank that I draw for the midterms and the final, actually. All of them. It's all multiple choice. The midterms are 20 questions. The final is 100 questions. Midterms are closed note, closed book. Final is closed notes, open book. Okay, the other thing with the final is if you do better on the final, I didn't write this in the syllabus, but if you do better in the final, then the midterms, I up your grade. The converse is not true. If you do better in your midterms and your final, you get the average of them. But if you do better on the final, so let's say you get C's in the midterms and an A in the final, you get an A in the class. So if you get A's in the midterm and a C on the final, you'll probably get a B in the class. So that works for finals to bumping up your grade. And this is what I cover for different for the final, for the different tests. And okay, the thing, so I am a safe zone advocate. That means I will speak on behalf of you for LGBTQ plus individuals and issues. It's more than that. I'm not just neutral to them. It's them to anyone. It's open to anyone who has an issue. So I'm doing this because I have read and was taught in a seminar that that LGBTQ plus individuals have a 30% rate of attempted suicide, and that is way too high. If there's anything I can do to assist to bring that down, if you have any issues that talk about that, please let me know. I'm very connected in the network here in the state of Hawaii. Most faculty members are. So if you want to talk to me, talk to someone else. Let's get you as much help as we can. So I will talk a little bit later about Title IX issues, but I'm going to talk about the safe zone. And one of the differences with Title IX issues, if you report to me any type of violence or stalking or those issues, I have to report it. You can have a confidential resource if you wish to speak about that as well. Or you can ask me if you want to find a confidential resource. You don't have to find it yourself. I'll help you with that. Okay, no-show policy. I'm going to have to contact everyone in the class the first week of class and it's going to be interesting because there's lots of adds and drops in the first week, so I'll be tracking people down. It's really important that you do talk to me so I know that you are registered. Academic dishonesty on here, cheating and plagiarism. Cheating is, and these are my words, cheating is getting an advantage that other students don't have. So if you bring your notes into either the midterms or finals, other students aren't allowed to do that. That's cheating. So don't do that. And the pseudoconic code, I can give you a copy if you wish. Ignorance of the code is not a defense. So plagiarism is claiming someone else's work that's not your own. Another one is dry labbing. So it means you do the labs without actually doing them and fabricating the results. I have seen that, and I am an experienced scientist, and I've taught this class for many, many years. I know when someone is dry labbing, so don't do it, because I don't like having to report people to the Student Conduct Committee. Native Hawaiian values, I like putting them in my syllabus. Accommodations, so if you have a documented disability, this is how you go about finding accommodations. Title IX statement, here we go, and here is where you find the anonymous confidential person. It's right here. So, oh, there's a whole list of them. Huh, you have 3 to choose from. And if you forget, you can always let me know. And I will put you in contact with those people. So, okay, so that is the chemistry online, so the lecture syllabus. Let us talk about the lab. So the lab syllabus is right here, and much of it is the same. So how do you do a lab? So lecture is pretty straightforward, right? You look at the lectures, you look at the test questions, you read your book, you study, you take the tests, and that makes sense for the lecture. The lab. Okay, so how do you do a lab? Well, you get a lab kit, and you do experiments in the lab kit. So, lab kit. So I can up to eScience Labs. So eScience Labs. So here is eScience Labs and products. Here is chemistry. And second edition version 4. Oh, here we go. Right at the bottom here. So, but what you do then is you buy the kit, and the kit is $98, I think. So add to cart. Might as well just go in and see it. $98. It's going to be about $45, I think, to ship. You can also go to the UHMC bookstore. They are there. So if you want to get the lab kits, they are also at the bookstore. And you think, man, $145, that's a lot of money. Well, it also, so two things to say about that. First of all, being online, you can save a trip to come to campus. That saves you gas money, that kind of thing. The other thing is some of you are taking this course in the outreach centers in Hana, in Lahaina, or on Lanai or Molokai. So what I would do then is, why don't you and your other uh, mates in the class, your classmates, why don't you get together and buy one lab kit and do it together? So I don't mean that the whole class. I don't want the whole class just to do one lab kit. No, 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 no. I mean, so keep it in groups like 2 or 3. So, but you and your 1 or 2 other partners. Now, 145 divided by 2, that's about 77.50. 145 divided by 3, that's less than $50. So that's a lot more palatable than the 145. The 145, that's reasonable, but that's still a lot of money. But I mean, isn't less than $50 better than over 140? I mean, come on now. So of course it is. So get some lab partners, but you have to let me know that you're having a lab partner. And the lab partners, if one lab partner turns in the work, I assume it's the same for all of you. You don't have to do it individually. I mark it in my grade book, so you have to let me know if you want a lab partner. Okay, so then you buy the kit, and under the lid is a code, and you log in. So I already have a code. And then, do they give me any resources? Here we go. So we have the manual version 4. Okay. Is it going there? No, I wonder if... Okay, well, here's the lab book. I can always put that on there. But you go to the resource link, have a code. Do they have a student version here? Okay, educator. Okay, no, student. Okay, let's go to student. Okay, here is the student view. I don't know why it says Honolulu CC. Okay, here you go. Here is a student view. And I used to be at Honolulu Community College, so I make my rounds. I've taught at Honolulu Community College, UH Manoa, Maui College, and now Hawaii CC as well. So I guess I'm not even sure where I'm at. No, I know where I'm at. I'm in Maui right now. But here are the different labs. So if you look at here, safety procedures. Well, this one's pretty easy. So here they have. Okay, use Flash. So I guess you need to use Flash. Okay, so they have videos for you. Here's a safety video. Here's a lab preparation. And then you come down here. Here are the lab. So you don't have to do the pre-lab questions. I'm interested in the lab reports. So the way you do the lab is that you yourself or you and your partners, you get together, you do the labs, and then you email me. Well, you can mail them. However you want to turn them in is fine. You can hand them to me in person. You can mail them to me. I haven't had anyone ask for a fax number for a while. I can do that. I don't have a fax number personally, but I know that the department does. You can fax them to me if you want, but most people email them. And to make your life even easier, because I'm that kind of guy, I like to have your life be easy. So I'm going to X out of that. Oh, here's La Lima. Okay. To make your life even easier, I have a Chem100 tab here, and here is the syllabus that I showed you here. There's the lab syllabus, and here are the lab reports. So if you are feeling, like you don't want to log into your profile and get the lab reports, I have done the effort for you and printed them out, or not printed them out. I've downloaded them for you and added them to La Lima for your education pleasure there. So when is everything due? Well, I thought you'd never ask. Remember, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, and that is when the lab reports are due. So get them done. And if you some students also they ask like, oh, can I get my family involved? Absolutely. I have many students have children, and you can have your children do the labs with you. I get really positive feedback with that. They usually have a ball, especially the molecular models lab. The children seem to like that one quite a bit. So feel free to make it a family activity. I'm all for that. Of course, you know, as long as you're the one turning in the lab report. But if you want to have it, you know, have some fun with your kids, be my guest. It's good. And not only that, if your kids have fun, have them major in STEM majors. We need more STEM majors, and you'll like that because they tend to make more money. So STEM majors tend to make more money. Okay, so recap for this. The way we do the lecture is you look at the website and look at the videos, study the test questions, read the book. When you're ready, go to the testing center. Let me know which testing center you want to go to, and then take the tests. And as long as you're done with the midterms by May the 4th and final by May 11th, online the lab class, you and your lab partners buy a lab kit either online and have it shipped to you, or go to the bookstore and buy it there. Use the code underneath the lid to get an account with eScience Labs, and get set up there, look at their videos. I also have the lab report. Then you do the lab reports, you turn them in. The lab reports are also on La Lima. And one of the things I'm also doing, I know that there's different sections of this. There's some students that are in the lab and not the lecture, some in lecture in the lab, some in the lecture, not the lab. I'm just doing one welcome video for all of you, and I'm also keeping everything on one website just to make it easier. And I know some of you, like I said, are in the lab but not the lecture. I even have a few returning students that had me last semester, so welcome back. And you thought you got rid of me, ha 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 ha. So, anyways, if there's any issues that you have, any questions, let me know. I will contact you during the first week, and please respond back so that we know not to drop you. And I'm going to end from there. So take care now with the rest of your week and the rest of your classes.